Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at Polkadot Dot. So right now, Polkadot's doing insanely well at $29.60 price point with an 18.54% increase in just the last 24 hours. There is a lot of news to cover today. When we take a look at Polkadot, we've seen some great things taking place. 6.12% increase in the last week, which isn't substantial, but what is substantial is that 87.28% increase in the last month. A lot of people excited about Polkadot's most recent surge, as there's a lot of really recent news covering Polkadot, and we're going to kind of talk about those articles and tweets here in a second. So the market cap of Polkadot at $29.9 billion, very, very close to that $30 billion mark. We also see the volume in the last 24 hours at $3.8 billion. So continuing to see these stats obviously, kind of rise with the Polkadot price point. And I do want to, like I said, talk about the future of Polkadot as well, whether it's, price predictions by the end of the year, by the end of the really bull market part 2 as well. So let's get started. Jumping into the first part of news, or really segment of news, including Polkadot, we have Polkadot Ecosystem Weekly Digest. August 23rd through the August 29th week, we saw some, big things taking place. So the crowd loan info of 10 future participants, Bifrost Finance v 0.8.3 upgrade brings governance and treasury. We also have the Moon River NW is live on the Katsama, and we have the Canary grand hatching event. So these are all huge things taking place on the Polkadot ecosystem. If we actually take a look at the ecosystem, we can see some of the, like I said, big things taking place, whether it's Bifrost, Robonomics, Shiden Astar, Subscan, Moon River, Moonbeam, Unique, talking about the Unique network specifically. They talk about CoinAsk and Integrate as new projects into the ecosystem as well. So a lot there to really uncover. We're not going to deep dive into all of it because we have a lot to talk about today when it comes to the news regarding Polkadot. So before we jump into the next thing, I do want to say, if you have not already, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on to stay up to date with Polkadot as well as so many other altcoins across the channel. As we move forward, though, we are going to be taking a look at this article, or not really an article, but more of a tweet. Tomorrow, August 31st, so obviously that is today, actually going to be coming out. And at 6 p.m. CET, join Polkadot Web 3.0 talks for a discussion on all things DAOs. Tune in to learn about the ways DAOs are currently being used and to hear speakers share their practical experiences of using DAOs in the Polkadot ecosystem. So this is absolutely huge, continuing to have these great talks and more understanding of what's going on with these DAOs and the ecosystem as a whole. So the future normal DAOs and decentralized governance, obviously, like I said, going to be the prime subject of topic today in this discussion. I do want to take a look at a few more different things. So we have Bill Laboon, obviously a guy we've been following for quite some time, the Director of Education and Community at Web3 Foundation, talking about the Polkadot news. So there is a motion before the council to propose upgrading the Polkadot runtime to version 9090. We also have another Polkadot digest for today. So today at 6, we already talked about this one specifically, but today at 1600 CET, Web 3.0 talks with present and future normal DAOs and decentralized governance. So you can actually register here at crowdcast.io. As we move forward, I do want to take a look at one thing before we jump too much farther into Polkadot. Like I said, there's a lot to talk about today in Polkadot. But before we do, I do want to say, Polkadot has one of the best ways to stake and earn. And you can get anywhere from, 10 to 12 to 15%, depending on where you all stake. But the big thing with BlockFi is that you can stake Chainlink. So think about, those coins that you aren't able to stake. When you have Polkadot and you have different coins, you're going to realize certain coins you can stake, certain coins you can't. And BlockFi is the way to really kind of fix that. Chainlink, you can actually get a percentage APY per month. And here we can see it here. So earn more with, or from your crypto, I should say. With a BlockFi interest account, BIA account, your cryptocurrency can earn up to 7.5% APY. Interest occurs daily and is paid monthly. There are no hidden fees, no minimum balances, and also no reason to wait. So a very easy way to get started. Obviously, a lot of people talk about working smarter, not harder. I would say putting your money to work for you is definitely the way to do so. So I do have a link for BlockFi down in the description below. It will be a Crypto Profit link, obviously, providing you guys up to $250 worth of Bitcoin when you sign up. And guys, there is no hidden fees. Like I say, very, strong company with a lot of great value behind it. And I think a lot of you guys should probably check it out. So I will have, like I said, the link, the referral link in the description below, as well as hopefully in the top comment pinned section. So we have a couple more things to take a look at, including Polkadot's quest to become the final word in blockchain technology and its cryptocurrency to watch in the race to dominate the emerging financial ecosystem built around blockchains. Polkadot's 284% price gain over the last 12 months is extraordinary when stacked against conventional market indices, or I guess indices like S&P 500 13.1%, and the JSE Top 40 15.9%. So obviously, like I said, 284%. It's hard to beat that. Cryptocurrency kind of brings that to the table when it comes to these long-term projects. You're going to find these 200, 300, 400, 500, even 1,000% increases in year spans. A lot of what we're looking at today is kind of mentioning how Polkadot has the long-term capabilities and, utility built around this ecosystem as a whole to continue on and push for bigger things. So what is Polkadot and what is it trying to do? So they do mention, some just basic questions on moneyweb.co.za if you guys want to take a look yourself. How does Polkadot work? Should we be excited about it? Obviously, a ton of people are excited about it, and there's evidence of that is in the price of DOT, which is up 284% over the last 12 months. So we are going to continue to see big things coming with Polkadot. Like I said, a lot of great things. And I want to talk about one more article before we jump into those price predictions. So we have Polkadot-based DeFi protocol Parallel Finance raises $22 million in a Series A funding. So this is absolutely huge. We have great projects in Polkadot's ecosystem, but it's great to continue to see this funding and, these projects jumping on board. So the actual Polkadot-based DeFi protocol, Parallel Finance, has raised $22 million in a Series A funding round. Parallel plans to launch its mainnet in the fourth quarter of this year, said founder, as we get a pop-up there, Yubo Ron. So Parallel Finance, a Polkadot-based decentralized finance DeFi protocol that offers lending and staking services, has raised $22 million, like we said, in a Series A funding round. So Polychain Capital led the round with Lightspeed Venture Partners, Slow Ventures, as well as so many other partners. And I think, this is going to continue to bring a lot of value to this Polkadot ecosystem. As we jump back to the price chart on Polkadot, we are continuing to see Polkadot hover around $29.75, which is right around that $30 mark. We actually saw it push earlier, August 31st at 9:15 a.m., all the way up to $30.90. Now seeing it, just kind of dabble around that $30 mark. We're seeing a lot of possibilities. And I think, a lot of us are excited about the future of Polkadot. For quite some time now, we knew that there was going to be value continued to be adding, continued to be added value to Polkadot with the ecosystem continuing to grow and grab some really future projects that are just unbelievable. If we take a look at the last month, though, there is a lot of people suggesting high price points for the end of the year. I think, realistically, we could see anything from, $50 to $80 by the end of the year at the very, very least. I'm realistically going to be saying $75 to $100 is going to be my price predictions for the end of the year. I think we could see much, much higher than that. That is always going to be a conservative, realistic price prediction on this channel. But by the end of the bull market part 2, we could be seeing anything from, really $200 to $400. It's definitely a possibility. We're not, too far out from that. And the market cap is still fairly low, obviously getting closer to that $30 billion. If mass adoption does take place, like a lot of people are predicting, you have to remember all these numbers are going to pump up. It's not going to be Ethereum at the current market cap that it's at $401.3 billion. We're going to see that obviously moving as well as Bitcoin. So we're going to see what happens in the next couple of days and weeks and months ahead. Obviously, a lot to come in this bull market part 2, and we're all excited about it. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Make sure to, like I said, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video if you guys want to stay up to date with crypto, obviously related to altcoins, Polkadot, Chainlink, Cardano. We talk about it all here on the channel. So thanks again. I'll see you all in the next one.